Right, morning folks, 10 o'clock, Sunday morning, we're back at the school. Decided the other night that I was going to come down here and I was going to cover the upper football field today. It's been a bit soggy. We've had a couple of good days of rain, if you can call rain on any day good. So I thought, as it's been a while, and I don't think I've actually dug that field since the very first school dig where I dug that field. But that's where I was finding pre-decimals, twos and ones, pre-decimals, and the cat badge. Found the cat badge up there, and obviously the big coins bill of about 10 coins. So check out that video, because that's quite a good one. There's a lot of stuff going on there. There's a lot of stuff that I uncovered. But anyway, we digress. So I'm going to cover that football pitch today, and I'm going to try. Although I've gridded it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'll work my way back up to the top, and yeah, that'll be a good couple of hours. It's quite brisk out there, so I'm wrapped up. Got me smock, my camouflage jacket. Not that I need to be camouflage, but because it's got a lining, it's nice and warm, and that's the name of the game, right? Comfortable, warm. And if you're just starting out, and I don't want to tread on anybody's toes here, because I know there's a lot of metal detecting videos out there, and they all tell you what you need to bring and what you need to wear. But yeah, for me, it's footwear. Footwear is always a must because you're on your feet. Gloves, definitely, because you don't know what's in the ground. There's glass in there. There's sharp metal. Obviously, there's can slaw, crushed cans. For you that are new to the channels, and you just don't want to be catching yourself. There could be rusty nails in there, which means tetanus. It's prevalent. So a hat, if it's sunny, obviously you're going to need a fines pouch or something to put your fines in. Plastic bags and your pockets are not acceptable forms of carrying your fines about, especially when you come to join clubs. One of the stipulations of my club is fines pouch. It has to be a proper fines pouch. They will not accept you putting things in your pockets, because at the end of the day, it shows a level of professionalism. It shows that you're interested and you're keen in the hobby that you've chosen, and you want to do the best by everybody else, basically. And not only that, when you're quite new to it, as I did, you're going to be bringing out plough blades, which could be anywhere up to sort of 8 inches long and made out of iron. So, you're going to want to put that in something that's going to be it's going to be substantial enough to hold it. And to be fair, a plastic bag's never going to be any good. The only thing you want to use a plastic bag for, in my opinion, is, like I showed you on one of the other videos, putting down to put your dirt on if it's wet, or just getting rid of your rubbish at the end of the day. Any plastic bottles that you come across. Size finds. Saw a great video, mudlarking video of his the other day, where at the end of the mudlarking video, the guys just went around and did a bit of a litter pick, which is fantastic. I come across so much rubbish here, and yeah, I do endeavour, while I'm doing that, I will pick it up as I go along. Obviously, the big bits I'll go back and get at the end of the day. But yeah, other things you might need are a good shovel. You can pick up shovels relatively cheap. Mine was $7.99, I believe, from site on eBay. Gloves, again, I think I got 25 pairs for £14, free postage and packet. And you'll see them today because I've got my camera. I'm going to be doing some live digs. They're the rubberized palms and fingertips, so you've got another level of protection there against anything that's sharp, but not razor sharp. It will find it quite difficult, with the pressure that you're using for digging or moving dirt with your hands, for anything sharp to penetrate that glove. So that's another thing. Again, if you're in the UK and you are part of a club, then you know, it's due diligence on their part to ask that you have the National Council of Metal Detectors insurance. Um, Obviously, most of the clubs will carry their own liability insurance, but you know, individually, it is paramount that you carry this carry this insurance. And I think I'm paying about £8 a year for a yearly subscription. Covers me up to, I think, about £5 million. So if, you know, I do fill one of these holes in, and you know, it's never going to happen, to be fair, because that's why we carry the GoPro, right? So we can take pictures and record A, the finds that we're finding, and B, the condition that we leave the site in. And you've seen on a couple of my videos the condition that I'm leaving my holes in. You know, sometimes they aren't perfect. On a wet, soggy day, you know, there might be a bit of residue dirt on the ground. But again, the dirt is on the ground, the hole's filled in. There are no holes around that turf. And you know, the grass is only going to go through that dirt. You know, if it was claggy and with a lot of clay and it looked unsightly, especially in the school, then I would probably remove that dirt. So yeah, I think that said, we'll crack. Sorry, I'm looking about quite a lot because it's Sunday and we do have people in who play football on the field. So I'm just double checking that they're not going to be using these fields. I know they use the bottom field on a Sunday, but they might be up using the AstroTurf today. Because, like I said, it's been a bit messy, been a bit wet. We had literally a whole day of rain yesterday, which was quite sad because, you know, I would have liked to have got out. But it's quite warm today. I think we've got about 13, maybe 13 to 16 degrees here. So yeah, right, folks. 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Man, that leaves like 5 minutes for digging. I'll crack on. And we'll see you at the first hole.
Right then, so both football fields are taken up. So I've decided I'm going to come and dig in the little offshore land that they use for the gardening club. So the ground is full of targets, but the first one is this, and it's a new penny from this hole. So one of the things that you need to bring, in my opinion, very important, is a pinpointer. However, I was cleaning all of my metal detecting sort of paraphernalia, if you like, and it appears that I've left said pinpointer at home. Rookie mistake. Now I only live 5 minutes away from home, but that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes there and back that I could be out here digging. And you know, to be fair, when you've got the coil in this configuration, like so, you just need to break up the dirt. You can see it's quite patchy. It's not perfect turf, so you can just break up the dirt and wave it over the coil, and yeah, first one out is a new penny. See you on the next. Another thing you might want to bring with you is just a little fines box. So you've got your fines pouch, that's for all your tat, your big stuff. This is your fines box. Now this is one that I made up. It's just a little container there from Poundland and a bit of sponge. Cut some slices in it, and those hold the coins in place. Now I've got another fines box, because obviously it's always good to have a spare, especially when you're digging a school and there's nothing but new and old coins coming out the ground. So yeah, two coin boxes, and yeah, that's just a snap tight lid. That goes in your pocket and you're away. See you on the next one. So we've got quite a strong target here, not very deep, of 11, as you can maybe see there. So get an 11, hit pinpoint, and we should be there. Now this could be anything. If I was in a field, I'd be quite excited because this ring could ring up as a hammered, but in the skull it could be tat, bit of old tat. So and it's a new 5p. Okay, moving on. So there we go. This is the third hole dug in about a metre, and there is a 2p. So we've got always worth, as well as double checking your holes, just go over the area where you're digging, because you know it could be a coin spill. And so far out of this little patch I've had 2 10s, a penny and a 2. So we'll keep gridding this area. Like I said, there is a lot of targets in this ground. I'm suspecting it's just waste ground, but yeah, we'll pick out the nice crisp ones, and hopefully we'll bring up some good targets. So this one's hitting the solid 22. So we'll see what this is. I suspect so. Excuse me. Oh, it's like a little button. There you go. Nice little button there. Bit of gold gilding on it. Oh, nice, cool. Penny, again, giving a solid signal of 12, but then as I uncovered the earth, we got a 21, so yeah, penny on that one. Alright, so we've got a target indication here of 31, and it's telling me it's a couple of inches down, so we'll see. But it was quite a strong signal. Right, so it's out. It's out the hole. Excuse me. Yep, 2p. So you get, again, you get in the, obviously I'm not going to get all sciencey on you, because that's not the way I am. But yeah, you can see the different types of soil will give you a different reading on an item. Usually that 2p would have come in at about 23. So yeah, for it to come up as a 39 and be that deep, yeah. Right, so we'll crack on. So another 26 signal here. I suspect it's going to be a penny. There you go. Penny, penny, penny. Okay, so we're back down on the bottom football field now. They've all gone. This is literally the field of dreams for me. This is 2 half crowns, a phenomenal amount of pre-decimal pennies, threepennies and halfpennies, naval buttons. Yeah, this field is given. I'll see you at the next one. So I'm going to live dig this one. This was going between 18 and 20, and the last sort of strong signal like that turned out to be a silver hammered. So it's not silver, but it is a nice old penny. So we're on the pre-decimals. 1920. King George. Man, what's wrong with these coins? King George V. There you go, winner. And remember I said about the ants? There you go, lots of them all congregating around that treasure. Okay, next one. Oh, so this gave a target indication of 29, and it's still down there. It's quite deep. So if we turn the threshold down, yeah, it's quite deep. Now, there's a lot of roots. So I'm hoping it's going to be worthwhile. where the pinpointer would have come in handy. But as it's a good signal, seems to be there. I'll persevere. Now, with a signal that high, around here you'd probably be thinking shrapnel. Comes up in the 30s. Right out. It's out. Ah. Penny. Next one. Yep, so we're just going to break this one open together. Again, lots of ants. Oh, so it fell off there. A penny. Oh, penny. What have we got? 1937. Yeah, old King George again. It's a nice one. Nice patina. Right, see you on the next. So that hole I've just dug there was giving a 28 to 30 signal. It's quite shallow, which is it's always a good sign, like I say, in this field. It's basically the targets are just under the turf. Anything deeper tends to be tin cans, rubbish, stuff left over from maybe before the school was here, or any earth that was brought in, so it's junk. Had a comment from London Road Detectors, top guy, currently out of action due to a knee injury, so hello mate, hope you get well soon. You made a comment that the coins that came out of the ground were in really good nick. Well, I've just had a coin which I suspect is probably George II, George III. Obviously a different composition of coin, and that is toast. So you'll see that on the roundup. There's nothing on the coin at all. Yeah, it's just a blank disc. But yeah, you generally find with George coins, really the old George coins, that they are on their way out, or some are just complete toast. So let's get the next. So another target indication here, 22, right next to the hole that I've just dug out. So pinpoint that, that's where that is. So yeah, let's dig this together. I'm having to do my holes larger than usual, as I haven't got a pinpointer. But as you can see, it's even though it's quite wet, it is still going back quite nice. So I prefer to do a nice round sod, and that's in the clump. So yeah, could be another one of those George coins, or it could be a penny. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a gold ring. Or is it silver? Or is it just a tarpaulin? Is it just a tarpaulin loop? Alright, so get this back where we found it. I'll see you at the next.
Hello folks. Right, well that's me done. I've done a couple of fields today, which I'm quite happy about. I've brought out some pre-decimals, couple of buttons, which you probably would have seen on the live dig videos, which will be on before this. Yeah, so a good couple of hours. I wasn't expecting as many people here, but they were gone by 11:30. The top field's still being used, so I'm just gonna bin it off for today, Sunday. Go spend some time with the family, and yeah, we'll come back next week, maybe Saturday when there's nothing going on, and try out that top field, weather permitting, obviously. So yeah, we've had some pre-decimals up, some pennies, couple of 2 pennies, some 5 pennies, some spendables, which is always nice. Like I say, that goes into a pot at home once I've sort of cleaned the dirt off, and that gets given to my mate Mick, another Mick, who deals with the Kent Air Ambulance charity. So I'll give all that money to him. There's a lot of guys in the club as well who also donate their spendables. He also takes the foreign coins and pound coins as well, so the round pounds. So yeah, so I shall give them to him once it gets to a nice tidy sum, couple of quid, and he can put them in his bucket with the rest of them. So yeah, I was thinking about doing a giveaway, and I did make a video sort of alluding to the fact that I would maybe do either something metal detecting, something that I'd found, be it an artifact or be it a coin, or do something from my collection. Now I look through my collection and there's nothing as yet that I'd feel would be noteworthy of giving away. But coins wise, now this school has yielded a lot of pre-decimal coins, and it might be a thing, it might not be a thing. But I was thinking of maybe just as a bit of an appreciation to you guys out there, the 51 who have stuck with me, of maybe giving you one of my better pre-decimal coins, one of my pennies. I've got some nice King George V and 6 pennies with a nice green patina on them. So they're cleaned up quite well. So yeah, just let me know in the comments. And I'll keep thinking about it. Obviously I've got another dig sort of planned in up here for next Saturday. Like I say, weather permitting. So it might be that you get the best find. The best find I will give as a giveaway. But yeah, if nothing comes out of that dig, then it will be the best find from this dig, which at the minute is looking like the King George pennies, because there's some really good detail on them. 1930, I think one was 1936, wasn't it? So yeah, I'll give them a little clean, nice little delicate clean. We don't want to get rid of any of that nice patina. And yeah, maybe I'll give one of them away if you're interested. But yeah, it'd be nice if you dropped a comment. Just drop a comment, and a like, and tell me what you'd like. I've got some sixpences as well. Sixpences. I think I've got a couple of duplicates of them, so it might be that I drop one of them in, or I've got a George III silver love token, which was my first ever silver find with the Garrett Ace 250. That was my first ever machine, and it wasn't bad. Despite what everybody says, it was a good machine. And I think, you've got to walk over it. You've got to walk over it. You've got to be in the vicinity when you're swinging. You've got to be going slow and low. All these terms, if you've not heard them before, you will do as you navigate your way through my videos, or London Road Searchers videos, or Nathaniel Outdoors Adventures videos, Digger Dawn. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of metal detectorists out there, and they all use these terms. And it's kind of not. It's a community that we're not. It's not one of those aggressive, cliquey sort of communities. It's everybody's out there to help each other. I've found things in the past that I had no idea about, and there's always a guy there, be it one of the marshals on the dig sites, that will know what that item is, like the Anglo-Saxon Sieta that I found, or the skeet as they call them. So he knew when that was, dated it for me and everything, so that was great. But yeah, I found musket balls with the Garrett Ace 250, and it's a good beginner machine. And I know, in the 5 years that I've been doing it, they have evolved, and I think the Apex is now a very good machine, and the Nocta Macro machines are also good machines, good and bad. It's all you've got to get used to the machine you're using, and doing digs like this, it helps you do that, because you're out on your own. You can go as quick or as slow as you like. Like I said, the slower you go, the better, because if there's multiple targets in the ground, going slowly will help you to pick out those targets. But yeah, I think I'm finishing early as well today, because I didn't have my pinpointer, and it's just makes everything so much longer if you've got to keep standing up once you've dug the hole to to wave the machine over the hole to find out, to pinpoint it accurately. I mean, don't get me wrong, the pinpointers on the machines are fantastic. You can get it. If I'd have had the smaller coil, I'd have probably put that on so that the holes would have been smaller. But yeah, even with the 7 to 9 inch coil, or the 11 to 9 inch coil, you're still only digging a hole with a sort of a diameter of about 10 inch. So yeah, I think that's about it for me. I think I've waffled on long enough. I'm just going to sit here now, enjoy my coffee, a couple of minutes, and make my way home. I'll do a roundup because I have got some coins in the pots, which are currently sat on the parcel shelf behind me. But yeah, I think we've got about 20 pence in spendables, maybe four pre-decimal coins and a couple of buttons. And I did find a can, and it was perfectly squashed, and it had a lovely round, and that was facing up. So again, like I keep saying, these cans will throw up some good signals because they are nice and round. And you can go into the discrimination and cancel out these things, but again, if you're cancelling out a can that's chucking up a 19, that could be a King James first shilling, which is chucking up a 19. So right then, I will leave you there, folks. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment. Just let me know what you'd like as an appreciation gift in the comments. And yeah. And if you'd like a threepence with any specific date on it, I've got 1943s to 1945s. Or if you'd like a pre-decimal coin with a specific date on it, then yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll ship one out to you. All right then, cheers, bye. Right then, so we're back on. I've given the coins a light cleaning, just so I can identify them. And again, this is part of the reason we do this. It's for the research, and that's in itself can be fun. If, like me, you pretty much planned out your career when you were at school, and anything else was just then things like history and that didn't really factor into your equation, other than the basics. So anyway, I won't waffle on, but we've got some nice finds. Some of the buttons, and what I've done is I've used a program or an app called Cozy Magnifier. And what that does is that's basically allowed me to magnify these images quite clearly enough so that I can take a picture of them as well. And I've done that with a couple of the buttons, which were covered in mud, and originally I thought were just garbage. But they've turned out quite nice, actually. Very surprised. So what I'll do is I'll flip you around. I'll have a look at these together again. I've just put them into groups, and I've made a note of what they are for my records, and obviously just makes it a little bit easier for you guys to identify them. The George III coin, while I was washing it down, you can make out a very thin outline of a monarch facing to the left. And judging by the condition of the coin, size of the coin, I've estimated that is a George III, circa 1729, because I've found these before, and those are the dates that I've been able to get from them. All right then, so yeah, we'll flip you around, get a brief look at what I've got. Again, there's not a great deal to be seen from them, but we can have it, can't we? Right then, so there you go. Slightly more than 20 pence in spendables. As you can see there, we've got, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pennies, 3 2-pennies, 3 new 5-pennies. That's quite a nice little naval button that came out there. I found these that go back to the 1800s, but that's quite a nice little one there. See if I can get you in any closer. No, that's it, I'm afraid. Then you got the general service button. This one I just thought was complete trash, but you can make out the coat of arms on there. And what I've done is I've taken a picture of it. George V, 1920, George V, 1936. Couple of halfpennies there. Couple of pennies. See Britannia on the back there. You just make out the date. And again, see Britannia on the back there. 1936. That's the crusty. And then you've got the halfpenny. There, which you can barely make out detail on the back. So yeah, that's it. So that's my bounty for the few hours that I've been out. Again, next week, Saturday, I plan to do the top field. So this is where the cat badgers have been coming out. And yeah, like I say, if you're interested in any of these coins, other than the new stuff that's going to be going to charity, I'll give it another once over, maybe with a toothpick. And yeah, let me know what you want, if you want anything, and I'll ship it out to you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.